Hello, hello. We are gonna get started. We're gonna do just a daily video. What I mean by that is, what do I, as a in-game Ironman, do every day? Well, I wouldn't say I do this every single day, but I would say that when I want to sit down and do some dailies, this is a list that I go through, and I do have like a list that I'll follow, and it kind of makes it kind of fun. It's just like something to do, something to check off, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reset my XP tracker. This is just because I want to know approximately how much XP I'm going to earn doing this. Then I will sip a Perfect Plus potion dose. And this will stay active for a long time. 4 hours, I think. And it just kind of boosts everything that I'm going to be doing. So next thing I'll do is I'll manage my machines, my invention machines. I'll just grab out some stuff that needs to be high out, which looks like I'm going to have to be doing some PVM here pretty soon. I'm running out of everything to elk. And then I'll usually clear out my this is my tab to be cleared out. So anything that's in this tab should get cleared out. I usually look for like dragon hide and stuff like that. I don't have any of that right now. And then last thing is some maple logs. And then we'll head over to Falador. We'll hit the home teleport and then F. And then right from here, we can dive, surge, and then surge again. Some people have their Invention Guild teleport from their Grace of the Elves here, but I figure Lodestone teleport here is good enough, at least for me. I just need to turn this audio down. There we go. Too much happening. You guys couldn't hear it, but I could hear it. It's a lot of noise coming out of this. Wanted to grab one more thing to high elk. I thought I was gonna have bolts in there still, but I did them all. That's good. And then any potions that need to be made. Made 338 while I was away. That's pretty cool. And then for this, I don't know if it actually works, but I have just gotten into the habit of putting it on. Go to Invention. Your Master Cape will provide a bonus charge, drain rate reduction, but also an increased chance of receiving components when disassembling. So I always put this on before I collect this stuff. And refill. And then those will just help keep my charges up. So whenever I need charges, I can grab my energy out. And then I will always have the simple parts that I need, because I have those disassembling in there. I never have to run the risk of being in an hour of AOD or something with a full team and then run out of charge. Ugh. Don't want to ever experience that. So that's managing my machines. Then I'm gonna do Traveling Merchant. So I'm gonna go ahead and add myself to Whirlpool D&D. And then we're gonna wait for that to load here. and then make sure we're talking in the right chat. Friends chat. Okay. Next we'll do our daily challenges, which I have them all set to Runecrafting right now, and we're going to extend each one of them. So this is going to cost 75 Viswax. We're going to load our preset for this, which I just have a bunch of runes in the pouches. I am currently saving up the magical thread to make the new rune pouch. Where is it? Right here, this thing. The sated dimensional pouch, the shielded pouch exterior. I'm excited to do this stuff. I've made all the tools that have come out. I have like the pickaxe and the axe and everything. I don't know where my stuff is right now. Oh yeah, it's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Like there's the axe. There's the pickaxe. You know, I like that. Those things. But anyways, I need to get a lot of the thread in order to move on to the next step. I'm a little bit gatekeeped right now. So once I go into the wilderness, I can only use a movement ability once past this spot. So from here, I'll do a bladed dive, and then I'll do surge. And then if I had 2 swords or whatever, I could barge. But I don't ever need it. And because I'm only doing one run, I never get scouted and run the risk of PKers. So I go to the blood altar. I have this is called Polishing 3, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Polishing 3. And then that gives me the chance of getting soul runes. So that's why I come here. And then also my achievement diary for, I think it's the Karamja gloves. Is it? One of the area achievement diaries allow me to craft more blood runes. So, all in all, blood runes seem to be the way to go. Oops. Dang it, sometimes I misclick and I hit the wrong button. So we're just gonna do this, I guess. Oh, there's only 2 left anyway, so. All right, so that is that, and then we're gonna go to Viswax. We're still doing the daily challenges right now. But I'm gonna knock Viswax out of the way real quick. On my last video, I showed you guys how to find the perfect combination for Viswax. So I won't go over that in this video. Let's see. Rune Goldberg Machine Checker. So the best rune is Mud, and that can be supplemented with a Death rune, and then Earther Law. Death, Earther Law, and then what's my best rune? Astral, that's not gonna happen. So Death, we're gonna try Law, and then, now what does Earth get me? Okay, so Earth is better. And then we just need to find a 3rd rune that is not gonna suck. Okay, 86. I just want to get above 75 to replace all the Viswax that I did for extending the challenges. That slowly over time allows me to come out with a net positive on the Viswax, and then when I actually do get back to using Maniacal and those kind of auras, I'll have the collected Viswax over time to kind of pay for those. Because before I was doing like the Jack of Trades, extending, resetting the Jack of Trades, and doing that 3 times a day, and then extending all my challenges, and then using Maniacal auras, and like, man, everything was draining my Viswax. And lately I haven't really been doing a lot of that, so it hasn't really been that big of a deal. But all of our challenges are done, and we're gonna get a almost 300,000, 264 1,000 XP for doing that, which is just insane. But yeah, I have about 2.9 mil XP left until 110 rune crafting, which is just insane to me. All right, so now that was our daily challenges. Now we can do a rune run. So what we'll do for a rune run is once you open your bank, you can hit 3, 4, 5, and it will deposit everything for you. My stuff is right here, here, and here. Here. I don't know. We're going to go to Edgeville. We're gonna go talk to the wizard. So now, because I'm not carrying the demonic skull, I can do movement abilities as much as I want. And then I'm just gonna waste all 3 of them. We're gonna trade this guy. We're gonna buy all his runes. Okay, then we're gonna use our Slayer Cape. We're gonna activate. We're gonna go to Mandrith. We're gonna trade Mandrith, and we're gonna buy all of his broad arrowheads. Now, technically, I could go to a second Slayer Master too, the one in Birthrope, and grab broad arrowheads from them as well. You can do 2 Slayer Masters in a day, but I'm not actively using these right now, so they're gonna stock up anyways, just half as fast, I guess. But I only do 1. And go here and buy all their runes. Next place, we're gonna go to Port Serum. Travel with the Squire. And then southwest corner where the little magic hat is on the mini-map, we're gonna go to this rune shop. I'm gonna buy all their runes. From here, we're gonna go to Lunar Island. We're gonna step south 2 tiles. We're gonna Bladed Dive and Surge. Then we're gonna Surge again. Trade this one. I also buy all the battle stabs on here. Next, we'll go to Yanel. This will be the last one that we're doing. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for them to call a merge. I don't want to buy all those death runes. I have a lot and I don't really use any of them for anything right now. But I do want to, I still buy them from the other places because they don't sell like 1,000 of them. And so I'm still stocking them up slowly, but I don't need to buy 1,000 of them. Alright, and then after that I think that's all the rune shops that I go to. There's a couple other ones in the game, but they sell lesser values, like less quantity of them, so I don't really bother with them. But now we're going to go and check out our ports. So you can use your captain's log and just read it and then manage your stuff from here. But what I'll typically do every day is I'll just teleport there, because then I can see if Meg is there, and then I also want to buy all the supplies. So Meg is there right now. I'll buy all these supplies. So I just got a bunch of cherry wood. And then we can go help Meg. If you have Alt-1 plugin, I think you can use the Alt-1 plugin to select the right answers, but I just guess. And then we'll see what happens. It's not the best way of doing it, but I don't have Alt-1, so. But yeah, I just got 20,000 in cooking for helping Meg. And like it, you saw how long it took. It took like no time at all to do it, so. Alright, we got another scroll one. Morale. And I just send my 3 ships every day. I don't do anything else really with this. And I didn't when I got my comp cape on my main either. It's just something that you start early and you just do a little bit every day, and eventually you'll do it. Some people will carry around their captain's log with them and while they're skilling and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that way. If you're trying to push through ports, that's probably the best way of doing it, but yeah, that's it for ports. Now we're gonna do flasks and meat. But first I'm gonna go back to the bank, empty my inventory. So there's a lot of different places to do flasks and stuff. I don't do them all. Really the only place that I'm doing right now is Uglog, because I buy meat as well. But you can also go to the desert, you know where the thieving pyramid is in Menifos, or Sophanum. The southeast portion of Sophanum, there is a teleport, or there's like a shortcut that you can cut through and go to a second redstone block where you can mine 25 unless you have resourceful active. So this is another aura. You can type in resourceful, and what this will do is a 10% chance to get double sandstone. So just activating that is quick little easy thing to do, and then you get more sandstone. Sandstone is nice for things that require it, so like the artifice measure and the blessed flask require sandstone, and obviously potion flasks require the sandstone. So what I have done is I will mine a full inventory of it, and then I'll activate my Grace of the Elves, and then I'll mine the rest of them. So I always have raw sandstone in my bank, but this sandstone that I have, I will actually transmute into the blowable version, and then I'll let that sit in my bank until I want to do crafting or until I need flasks. Then there's crystal flasks as well. So in Ithil district in Prifinendis, I am totally vulnerable to the fact that you guys, probably every single one of you, pronounces these cities and towns differently. I have learned from watching YouTube over the years that everyone really pronounces these towns and cities differently. So yeah, that's the way I pronounce it. It probably not phonetically correct, but you know, it works. From here, if you just squeeze through there and then bladed dive this way, you can cut through all of that. You can also surge, bring it a little bit further, but if you surge, you'll bypass this thing, and so I don't ever surge. And then from here, you can dive again and then surge. And then here what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my wood cutting thing. You'll see why here in a second. And I'm going to buy all these meats. For a little while I was buying the raw bear meat here, and that was for the pies that boost your HP. Boost your Slayer, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think what they were called. They take raw chompy. They're the wilder pies. That's right. But yeah, for the wilder pies, you need rabbit meat, you need raw chompy, and you need bear meat. And so I was collecting that. And then pie shells I was collecting. But I have enough of them now that I don't do that anymore. But that was a daily that I had added. Other thing about dailies is if you have a big thing that you need to knock out. So like for my achievement diaries, I had to do 250 laps of the advanced barbarian agility course. I would just do 10 a day. And then slowly over time, what happens is you end up reaching that goal and then you got your achievement diary done. So just keep that in mind, like your dailies, if you're not really like super invested in the game at the moment, or even if you are, but even if you're not, taking the time to log in and do your dailies is going to make a big difference for when you actually do come back. Because I don't know if you're anything like me, but taking breaks and then you end up coming back and then you have nothing. And then you think, man, if only I just did a little bit every day while I was away, then I would be set up for even more success now that I'm back actively playing. So just something to bear in mind, especially if you're working on big grinds. The next thing is we're going to right click on our outfit. We're going to spawn an evil tree. And we're going to do this guy. And then this is just free XP. I think it comes out to like 20k or something or whatever, but we'll see here in a second. I'll tell you for sure. But yep, then we're going to do our evil tree outfit. And this helps me every day. I'm just inching closer and closer to 110 wood cutting. Alright, next we're going to do an herb run. I was loading those battle stabs in there for a while because I had the star bloom seeds that I was planting, but ran out of those, so we're not doing that anymore. First place we're going to go is Kraz in Prif. And right now I'm planting Harlander for... Oh, the other place I wanted to show you the crystal flask is in Ithel. And it's right there. That's where you can mine crystal flex stone. So we can do that real quick. I forgot about it. I want to deactivate this. But yeah, I'm not in a super big need for these crystal flasks, so I don't do this every day, but it is something you can do every day. If you have a ton of this sandstone that needs to be turned into like the blowable version, then a quick way of doing it is actually coming here. And then if I step right here, I can surge right to the bank. So let's say you have a bunch, you can also do like the regular sandstone here too. So let's say you have a bunch of the red sandstone. You dive over here and do this. And then you click right here where the like little triangle is, and then surge. And then you're back into the bank. So this could be like a quick way of just getting through all of that you have stored up. But yeah, I would not advise doing all of that at Oglog, just because it's way further away from the bank. Yeah, there's another place to mine crystal stone, but you need 115 dungeoneering. So I only have 99, but if you do have that, you can go to the Myler clan district. And then in the southern portion of that, there is a resource dungeon that you can pop into, and you can claim a motherlode maw every day, which if you look it up on the wiki, it offers a lot of great things. So it's worth doing every day. We're gonna do it, but in a different way here in a little bit. But I do not have 115 dungeoneering, so I cannot do that. But there's another crystal flecked sandstone pile there that you can do once a day. Just like the extra redstone one, it only gives 25, unless you have the resourceful aura active. So we can deactivate that now, and what I'm actually going to do is legendary green fingers. And we're going to load up our farming preset. And we're going to get started on that. So first place we're going to go is Krars. You can plant elder tree every day if you have that. You have those seeds. I got lucky with my outfit. It collected it all for me right away. So I'm going to put that in there. I'll do 10 seeds at a time. I can collect some ivy, poison ivy, on the bush. We're going to surge over here. We're going to deposit everything. And then we're going to claim our logs from Coden. We're going to claim these. Do off one. And then our hope is that we get elder logs. It's random on what you actually do get, but sometimes you get what you want and sometimes you don't. Alright, next we're gonna go to, I don't have the unlock for this Manor Farm teleport, but if you have the farming outfit, the original one, like with the straw hat and everything, then you can right click on that and teleport you to this one, which is a little bit faster than doing it the way I'm doing it right now. But if you don't have that, like I don't, then you can just use your ectophile and then surge twice and bladed dive here. Your master farmer hat will unlock that teleport if you have that outfit piece. But yeah, because of that perfect plus potion that we drank, we're getting harmony moss while we do this. Harmony moss is used with an overload to make the super plus, whatever, the first thing that we drank, the perfect plus potion. Now do a cabbage port. This will bring us to the allotment that's just southwest of Falador. Now, if you want to note in between, you have to wait till your character stands up. You wait till it stands up and then you can note. If you try and do it while they're in the middle of an animation, it will do nothing. It's because it's mid-tick and it's not going to register it. Next thing, we'll do operate, and then we'll teleport to the herb patch. Because I don't have the anything on, I'm not opted into PVM or PvP, so I have nothing to worry about here. Oh, we got a merchant 252, so we can hop and do that here in a second. Alright, next we're gonna do our Mystic Sandsteed. You can get these from pickpocketing the little dudes over here. So the Druid or the Crux Equal Knight, they will both drop it for you. And it's unlimited teleports to this area. Now, every time I harvest, I get these points. So you have obtained 500 Crux Equal Favor. And these can be redeemed here. So right now I'm saving up for Speedy Growth, and then I'll have everything except for all the outfit pieces and the title. So I'm at 24k right now. I will actually have this by the end of this little thing that I'm doing here. Next we're gonna go to home, and then we're going to go to Catherby. Now, right from the lodestone, I can bladed dive here. You could bladed dive and surge again, but it will send you into this field, so not advised, because you end up just having to run out of the field and then run around, and then it ends up taking longer to get here than if you just bladed dive. So but once I claim the merchant, I'm going to go ahead and leave the friends chat, so then that way other people can join. Note. The other thing the Perfect Plus Potion does, the farming portion of it, I think gives you a chance at extra herbs, so that's nice. And if you have the full farming outfit, when you collect the herbs, they're actually already cleaned for you, so that's nice. And because I have the 10 seeds unlocked, I'm able to plant a lot of seeds all in just one run. Next we're going to do a spellbook swap to Lunar, and then we're going to go to Trollhelm Farm teleport. That teleport is unlocked by doing Livid Farm or buying the points from the Traveling Merchant every day. Yay, 115 farming. Getting a little closer to 120. Alright, next is going to be the last place we're going to visit. Is Player-Owned Farms. We're going to go to Ardougne. If you have the Hard Ardougne achievements, then you can teleport here unlimited for free. If you have the easy, medium, or hard, I think you can teleport here one time a day. You can do an herb run every hour if you wanted to, so if you were trying to really push through some seeds that you have stored up, you could do like an herb run every hour of PVM that you do, for example. Or if you're on a main and you really want to make some XP, make some money, selling the herbs that you're farming is a really good way of doing it. So I like 300 to 400k every hour. Just might be more than that actually now. We'll have to see how many herbs I got. This does not count the ones I got in Quaz because I deposited those, so which that was a nice tip to learn. For the new Masterwork Magic Armor, I'm gonna need all this wool. So that's why I'm doing sheep right now. And I have my dragons. They're all elder finally. I do the effigy incubator every month, and it gives me these erratic effigies. When I fill one up, I can click on it and it'll give me a lamp. This lamp I can put into either any of the skills that like progress it. So for the erratic ones, it's runecrafting, farming, hunter, or divination. And so farming runs, and then I'll put it into runecrafting. And that just helps push me a little bit further towards the 110. And I did not get it. That is the only thing I need for this this area of player-owned farms breeding log. So I did all the rabbits, the chickens. We just need the Azure Chinchompa, sheep, spiders, zygomites, cows, yaks, dragons. We're all done. We just need the one Azure Chinchompa, which we will have eventually. And I'm not getting it by hunting it. But yeah, this is a lot of free XP. I love it. Ever since I started doing these with my farm runs. But yeah, the Magic Masterwork armor requires these. I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much, but I know it's going to be something that's basically time gated for me, so wanted to get started on that right away. And these guys will usually have babies for me. I got 2 breeding pairs. And then these pens just grow them. That's an adult. I'll pull them out when they're elder. Sell them for points. I don't really use points for anything too much, other than like re-rolling traits. I will actually use them for that, but these guys feed on seeds. So if you have a bunch of seeds laying over. I'm still working on a breeding pair for these guys. I recently got my first one of these. How did I get it? I think I got it doing Jadinkos. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for me to get like a 2 traded one. Hasn't happened yet. I try and get 3 traded ones. You can do the frogs for slime. Poison slime you need to make the weapon poison things, I think. Yeah, weapon poison plus. You need this. So. But you can see I have almost 14,000 of them, so I don't need any more right now. Sometimes you gotta take shortcuts out of your dailies, otherwise you'd be doing them forever. I already feel like I do them forever. Alright, so anyways, that's all that. Player-owned farm. Now we can do Het's Oasis, which I'll just put all this stuff away. Rub on this, go to Het's. Now Het's Oasis is good to do every day because then you will never have to farm these flowers, and you need these to train your hunter. And at some point they're going to bring hunter to 110, so I know I'm going to need these. But another comp requirement too is to unlock everything from this guy, Dundee. So I did it already, but so I kind of messed up on this bush, which you're supposed to click on it first if you have the Master Farmer's outfit on, and then do the Rapid Growth Honor, which is in the Ancient Spellbook, and then that makes it so I can grow them super quick. But if I click on them first and I do a Super Compost on it, then it gives me higher yields. And if I get golden flowers from it, I want to get as high of a yield as I can. But that's really what I'm after with these. The roses and the irises and all that stuff, they're fine and they're good. You need them for making the soups or the powders or whatever. But I'm really here for the golden flowers or pennants. This thing will collect for you automatically. I think you do have to repair it, so if you haven't done that yet, you want to. But you can get an onyx from it, and you can get like Croesus chests and like all the God Wars Dungeon 3 chests you can get out of there, and so definitely worthwhile if you haven't done it yet. You also get sandstone from it, which has been nice because then every once in a while I can get a little bit more blessed sand. Now, one thing is, once you click on this, there's a chance that a random will spawn on it, and if you use rapid growth while a random is active, then it doesn't work. It like scams you or something. I don't know if it's a bug or what it is, but it messes up. So just make sure you dispel the random event if you spawn one by accident. Now I have a dragon fruit cactus planted here, and that's so I can collect this dragon fruit every day. And then I turn it into the primal fruit. And you need the primal fruit in order to make a lot of potions. So I just do this once every day. And then I get a little bit every day. So then when I need it, I have it. Now, even if you're a main, it's a good idea to do this because the golden flowers are worth like 800k each, I think, right now. They used to be more than that, but I know this is a quick little easy money maker. Alright, so that's Het's Oasis. We're done with that. Now we can do Jack of Trades, which I'll show you what I do. I have a preset for it. It is D&D 1, and you see I have two-handed for all the styles, and I just have my Omni Guard on so I don't accidentally spawn my minions. And then I have two logs, I have a bone, and then I have a divination urn, hunting, and rune crafting urn with the necessary runes to activate those. I have my Grim Gem just so I can grab a Reaper task. I have my Slayer cape in here for some reason. My Desert Pantheon aura so I can remember to activate that. I guess I probably don't need that anymore. An herb, grimy herb, so then that way I can clean it. And then this, a water talisman and blue charms and the stuff to make the pouch, and then some death runes and fire runes for the ancient spell Blood Rush. So that's pretty much what I got for that, and I'll show you how I do my run where I get 25 skills done relatively quickly. I'm going to activate Jack of Trades. I have the legendary version, and then from here we're gonna go over here. We don't need to light a fire, but we do need to do invention, and we need to do fletching. We're gonna bury our bone, do those, clean that, and then we're gonna go to Amlad. From here we can do a pickpocket. Then we're gonna go to our obelisk. Do the pouch. From here, we're going to go to birth rope. We're going to cut this tree. Just need one log. We're going to blade dive over here, surge. Then we're going to walk across this. From here, we're going to home teleport to Taverley with T. We're gonna bladed dive, surge over here. We're gonna fish. Once we catch one fish, oh, my fishing spot moved. Once we catch one fish, we're going to light this log. We're gonna cook it on the fire. We're gonna bladed dive over here. We're gonna pick one flax. And we're gonna go to the cow field. We have target cycle set to one of our keybinds, so we're gonna target cycle and then use an ability on a cow. Switch to magic, target cycle. This is where we need to auto cast. Okay. I need to change this. Okay, then we're gonna go to range, and then end with melee. We're gonna craft, and we're gonna mine. One copper, 110. Come over here. We're gonna deposit all. We're gonna do our furnace. We're gonna make one bronze bar. We're gonna deposit all. And that's 25 of the 25 skills. So then we can right click deactivate. And then if we go to Prif, you don't need Prif. You can also go to Varrock and talk to the guy there that does this, but talk to him and then he'll give you a book. Right now I'm putting all my book stuff into Slayer because I want to push that to 115. So, or what? Is it 115 for Magister? Anyways, it's some crazy high level that you need to do Magister. Yeah, 115. And that's the only boss that I need to unlock the thing where you get extra damage for killing all the bosses in the game, which that boss is super easy to do. Anyways, that's Jack of Trades. Now, what you can do is you can reset it once a day as long as you have this Premier membership charge thing, and you can click on this and then you can reset it with that, or you can reset it with Viswex. So technically you can do this 3 times a day, and I just got 32 XP for that in Slayer. So 3 times a day, 369, 246, 96, about 96 400 XP in Slayer every single day. Seems pretty good. Anyway, so that's Jack of Trades. Now we're gonna do Motherlode Maw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to load my wood cutting preset. Then we're going to use our attuned crystal teleport seed to go to my lair. And then we're going to go to Widern, and we're going to exchange Motherlode shards. And we got a Heffen course multiplier, so meh. And we're going to go here, we're going to claim card. And we got a thieving card, which I don't know what this does, but it's not what we're looking for. Double Dungeoneer XP. So we're gonna delete it. My fletching and woodcutting goal. But I don't do all of them. There's just 2 of them that you can do really quickly. And those at the Manor Farm and there. If you're standing north of the thing, you'll get more pieces of wood, just because that's closer to the wilderness. But yeah, I will put together a video where I go through and do all the bloodwood trees, because when I was actively training woodcutting a little bit more aggressively, which I'm not really doing right now, I would do the bloodwood trees every day, all of them. So, and that was kind of fun. That was the one main reason why I was glad to get the fire torch and why I upgraded the hatchet, because those are really good for wood cutting, and this is really good wood cutting XP, believe it or not. So go back to Myler. And I'm gonna empty our bank real quick. Open shop, and I just buy all these, all the vials of water, all the vial bombs, and all the power burst vials. And then you can buy the Inu packs, the Limport roots, and the white berries. You can get the unicorn dust too, but don't need those. Don't need that anymore, so I don't get it, but you can. Next we're gonna do miscellanea. Just right click on this, do miscellanea. Then we're going to manage. If you just click on them, you'll go into the collect screen. You don't necessarily want to do that. I like to stock it up. But I'll do all my stuff in herbs and in farming. Farming will get you all those seeds, and then the herbs obviously get you a whole bunch of different herbs. I wouldn't do this. I guess I would do it regardless, but like once you have the herb cape or the herblore cape, 99 cape, then this is nice because you can just clean them easily. But what you could do instead is you could do fishing, and then you could get raw fish, and you can feed your fish to the your player-owned farms. But yeah, I'm just gonna click on this, and then all I need is one weed from this, and then I'm good. I'm back to 100%. That's miscellanea. Now we're gonna do feathers and mott. Go home. We're going to Menifos. What you can do is you can actually teleport to the pyramid with the camouflage outfit if you have it. I do have it, but I don't have it on me, and because I'd have to go to the bank and put all that on, I just whatever. I'll just teleport to Menifos and do a couple bladed dive surges. It doesn't really matter to me. But you want to trade this guy, and you want to buy all this feathers. You're going to need that to do AFK in there when you're hunting all of your vital sparks. That's what they're called. You can also get those from Vorkath class. So. Then we'll do regular feathers too, which there's only two places that I actually go for these. I'll go to Port Sarim, and then I'll go to Lumbridge. There is all sorts of different places that you can buy these though. So if you're interested in looking at all those different places and really stocking up, but ever since they added these feather packs, I don't really have a need to, you don't really need that many, you know? So just doing these two shops every day is getting me so many feathers that I'll probably never need. Alright, divine magic trees. So in my woodcutting preset, and I have the energy that I need, which is the brilliant energy. And we just need magic logs. And then I can make 3 of these a day. And then if I commune my Desert Pantheon aura, then I can do Bounty of Krondis, which increases my divination location gathering limit by 10%. I'm gonna commune, or 100%, I'm gonna commune that. And then I'm actually gonna go, I'm saving those up. So how many do I have now? I have 46. So when I actually get down to it, I will have a lot of woodcutting XP back to back to back. But right now what I'm doing is I've been just going to the Myler Clan District and then going and collecting on the Saccharinum. What are they called? The ones for divination. I'm not even gonna guess. We're gonna see it here in a second. But what you can do is you can get the divination outfit too. That's probably a good idea. We're gonna have to hop worlds a little bit to find one. But while you're hopping worlds, you can also look for crystal implings. Crystal implings are really good. They'll give you crystal tool seeds, and those are needed to upgrade your Grace of the Elves. So like low-key another daily that I'm doing. But you can only hop worlds so many times, so it's just good to do it like once a day. Instead of like, I have an hour to play, I'm gonna hop worlds a billion times, you know? Divide Silurcrum. These are what I'm looking for, because I get energy and I get these that I can disassemble, but also I get porters. And porters are what I really want. Yes, the porters. And this uses up my divination location very quickly, so another reason why I like it. Yes, the porters. Life refreshes, item protection, restoration. Like, you get a lot of good things from these. Now next we're gonna do agility pillars. But yeah, for the pillars, basically all you're doing is you're clicking on these and then you're just selecting. If you do the one that he says, then you get through this faster. Alright, so after agility pyramids or pillars, we're gonna do battle staves. These are just something that you can buy. You can buy these every day from Varrock. The best way that I have found to do this is actually to take a few seconds and switch your spell book to normal. You can do this here, or you can do it with the cape. Since they added this is just more convenient. Then you're gonna take out your runes, and then you're gonna teleport over to Varrock. And then from here, Naf is his name, and you can just buy battle staves. The more of the achievements that you've done for Varrock, the more battle staves you can buy every day, but you can get them from here, and then you also get them from Lunar Island. Baba Yaga. Anyways, the lady that I bought the runes from earlier. Those are the two places I'll buy them from. And then next we're gonna get insects from Yanel. And go down to this shop over here. And we're gonna trade. I buy all the flies and beetles. Next we're gonna do impling jars. Back to bank. Oh shoot, I just saw the thing. Well, we could have done that. So there's two ways to get in there. You can use the cape, Legends Cape, to get to a fairy ring. Use the fairy ring to go into the cornfield and teleport there that way by going into the center of the crop circle. Or if you're lucky enough to find the actual crop circle, which I just found, I'm sure there's a way you can locate it. But you can go into the crop circle this way. Now if you go into it this way, you can actually push through the stuff faster, so there's a benefit in doing it. But for our purpose and what we're doing here, we just want to buy all the impling jars. We can buy 10 a day. And one day I'm gonna just collect a bunch of implings. Just for fun. I don't know. Let's see. Free Purus. We're gonna go to farming teleport. We're gonna go south to this little spot right here. We'll get him to open this up. We're gonna claim. Then we get our pure essence. We can get potato cactus. We're just collecting all our free stuff right now. We're gonna grab this book out of here. The cape again. Now this time we're gonna right click on the fairy ring and we're gonna select destination. And we're gonna go to BIQ. Get our potato cactus. We're gonna go here, we're gonna get our ectopile. And then we're also gonna get noted bones. We're gonna go get our free slime. So I just do this once a day, and then that way I have enough slime when I actually need to get the ectofungus again, or yeah, whatever it's called, ectoplasm, or necromancy. Just use the bones on Robin, and then he gives me 39 buckets of slime. Next, we're gonna go to the Lupe. Teleport to Lupe. And we're gonna collect free supplies. And those automatically went to my thing. And then you can also buy 10 buckets of slime here. All right. Next thing is we're gonna go to Prif. We're gonna pick our blossoms. So as long as you have the quiver equipped, I have a Tyrian Quiver 4. I'm gonna click on this, I'll get 2 blossoms. And the reason why these are so nice is because you need them for Perfect Plus potions, but also if you disassemble them, they will give you crystal parts and healthy, organic, and simple parts. So all those things are good. All right, now we can do the Book of Char, and this is going to be fire making. Load last preset, and then I'm gonna kill my yak. So I just put this on a keybind. I'm gonna kill my yak here, and then we're gonna load last preset again. Oops. Load last preset. Kill my yak here. Summon. Load last preset. Here, kill my yak, summon, load last preset. Kill my yak, yes. I can summon this now. And load last preset. Kill my yak. And then I'm gonna unleash. And then we're just gonna click here, here. All right, and that's it. And that was 60K fire making. I've gotten upward to 130K before. Still have 35 seconds on this, but. All right, so the next thing that we'll do is we'll grab our Tokazo, and then we're gonna teleport to, I don't know, the kiln maybe? We just need to talk to a banker. Daily taco right there. Thank you. And then how much does this cost to recharge? All right. So free AK tackle, and then free 200 flax. And then that completes my dailies, man. Actually deletes them. Done, done, done. Daily Reaper. Still have to do a Daily Reaper. But yeah, that's all of them.